Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Unit 6. We are nearing the end of ENG110. This week is a non-writing assignment week, but your big formal argument essay is due at the end of week 7. So this is a good week to get a good head start on that. Remember that you are able to use the information that you've been gathering as you've done Unit 4's writing assignment, as well as, of course, writing the introduction to the paper for week 5. But don't forget, especially with those Unit 4 paragraphs, if there were issues with the documentation and the sources, that's something to be working on this week. So please reach out if you need some extra help with finding sources or citing them. I have included a lot of materials in addition to the materials that are in the course. So please make sure that you go back through and review the extra stuff in the announcements as well. So let me share my screen and we're going to talk about Unit 6 and specifically what's going on this week. So let's take a look at the goals and materials and all of those things. One thing, of course, there's a reminder about the fact that it is time to register for next term. So there's some information right at the very top of Unit 6 for you there. And then we get into crafting arguments. So when we're talking about writing arguments, we are going to be using 3 what we call different types of appeals: logos, ethos, and pathos. So you're going to be learning about those this week. We want most of our arguments to be built on logic and fairness, or logos. Ethos refers to the author's reliability and credibility, which of course we've talked about with regards to sources. And in reality, as student writers, how do we build our own credibility? It is by using credible sources. And then finally, having that emotional connection, or pathos. Now, most of the time in argumentative essays, we don't want the pathos to overtake the logos. But in some cases, pathos is certainly appropriate. And you're going to be looking at some things this week that will showcase where those things are. All right, so in the objectives, of course, incorporate the rhetorical appeals in an argument, recognize the expectations of creating an argument, and distinguishing between different transitional words. As you get ready to write the essay, we're going to be talking about transitions, learning about transitions this week as well. So let's take a look at the readings and resources. As usual, you do have reading assignments in your textbook, your online textbook. So you're going to be reading about writing an argument. You're also going to have some an interactive to help you learn about writing transitions. And then we get deeper into rhetoric and argument. So there are 2 assignments from your online text. And then there are some videos as well that will help you with the learning about the logos, ethos, and pathos. As a reminder, please make sure that you do all of the readings and watch all the videos before you start tackling the assignment. I promise you it's worth it. When you are ready, of course, you're going to be doing 2 assignments as usual. One will be a knowledge check, which of course is, you've had one before in week 3. Remember, of course, you can take that as many times as you need to. So, take your time with it, but don't be afraid to redo it if need be. Rhetorical appeals analysis is your discussion board this week. So like I said, no formal writing assignment, but you are going to be doing an analysis of an advertisement. So this is super important. And this is where a lot of people get kind of sidetracked, I think. You need to do the first step before you do anything else. You need to choose an actual advertisement for a product. So it could be anything, but you need an actual advertisement. You can use two different kinds of ads. You could use what is called a print ad or just a photo of an ad. That could be something you find on a website. It could be something you see up on a billboard, like where you live. It could be something in a printed magazine or newspaper, which most of us don't really look at very much anymore. But print ads are literally static. They're just, here's a photo, here's a online, it's often a PDF. It's just like here's the advertisement. But you also can use an actual commercial like you would see on television. So you can find this anywhere. I'm going to show you a couple of cool sites that you can use to find advertisements. I'm just going to put in famous advertisements to Google. And notice that right at the very top, there's a lot of good information, 15 popular advertising examples and creative campaigns. Some of these, of course, contain more than one. If it's a whole campaign, it's more than one ad. What is the most famous ad of all times? Here's one, the 18 best advertisements and ad campaigns. And if you want to do commercials, here are the 10 greatest TV commercials of all time. So there are a ton of different things that you can use. Let's click on this one, just for the sake of sample. And it's got print ad. This just talks about different kinds of advertising. So I'm not seeing, there's one, of course, the Just Do It campaign by Nike is one. Coca-Cola, here is an ad campaign where they were using the names, people's names on the back or the soda cans and things like that. So this one is a little bit, it's got some examples, but I think this first one might have better examples. Let's click on this one. Okay, so this is similar, right? Here's one, share a Coke with, but this is something you would have actually seen in an ad. So if you chose to use this, for example, as your sample advertisement, you would need to save this link so that you can share it. Wherever you find your information, you need to share the link. So let's say we wanted to do a TV commercial. And this one's got all the different TV commercials. It's got the links to it. So if I was going to do this Apple commercial, I would, let's see if this has the actual video. Yep, there's the actual video. So I need to save this link and attach that, use it in my discussion board. Okay. The point being that your classmates and I need to be able to see the advertisement that you are actually talking about. Okay. So wherever you find an ad, you can even find an ad directly on YouTube. Let's say one of the ads that I've been really interested in lately is the Medusa. They use Medusa in an advertisement for sunglasses. Here it is, Medusa commercial sunglasses. So here is the commercial, 31 seconds. This is the commercial. So if I were going to use this, I would open it,
Medusa lived with a hideous curse.
Watch it, analyze it for logos, ethos, and pathos.
It was a bit of a buzzkill, right?
And of course, I can get the link to share it right here. Copy this, put that in your thing. Okay. So with any advertisement, whether it's a print ad or a TV commercial, you're going to then, let's go back to the thing. You're then going to analyze, write one paragraph considering the advertisement rhetorically by answering these questions. How does the advertisement logically or logo sell the product to the customer? What emotions or pathos does the advertisement create in you after viewing it? And then you can focus on the brand itself. What makes you trust the brand in the advertisement or not trust them? It could be the opposite. Please include a link, there it is, to the advertisement in your post. Make sure to review the readings and resources before you write this, because you need to know about the logos, ethos, and pathos. Then, of course, when you respond to others, if you were writing a critical review of their advertisement, what do you think could be improved upon and why? That's what you want to focus on with the other side of it. And then, of course, like I said, you have your knowledge check. So that's what's going on in Unit 6. But remember, your argument essay is due next week at the end of week 7. So please get to work on it this week and make sure that you send forth any questions to me. I can help you with it. Let me know if you need some one-on-one help and we can set up a time to meet online. Don't forget also that you have access over here on the left-hand column to the TutorMe system. So don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're not available the same time I am for my office hours, then you can always reach out to the tutoring system as well. So that's your goal. Those are your goals for this week. I hope everyone has a great Unit 6, and I'm here if you need me. Please, please, please reach out. Take care, everybody.